about you
Coming
last
up
night
in this episode.
using the S word as vice president.
What do you call it? Sellout? What S word are we talking about? Snake? Scumbag? Harris went on the Al Sharpton show, which no one watches. That's only running because Al Sharpton is a paid informant. And they paid him off long ago. If he knows where somebody's a bird in the Democratic Party, so they got to keep him around. If not, well, he'll turn state's evidence or something. I don't know. I hear things. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Anyway, so Al Sharpton had Kamala Harris on the show, and they had a conversation. Here you go.
Over 2 weeks to the election.
Yes.
I have to ask you about your opponent. He used a very ugly term about you last night, using the S word as vice president. And
what do you call it? Sellout? Call it a sellout? What S word? I can think of several, but I don't want to get in trouble. What S word are we talking about? Snake? Scumbag? What? What S word?
how do you react to this kind of street talk from someone who wants to be president again that was?
Oh, I said she was a shit vice president. Oh my God. He said shit. Hey folks, I got a question for you. What does malarkey mean, really? Hey Siri, what does the word malarkey mean?
Malarkey is an informal term. It means meaningless talk, nonsense.
Hey Siri, would bullshit be the same as malarkey?
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I think that shit and bullshit and malarkey are about the same thing. So, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because her president, her boss, your God, Joe Biden, often used the word malarkey. It was like a buzzword. Don't give me that malarkey. We all knew that to mean it was a placeholder for what? Shit. So, why are we acting like you're above the word shit? But it was just only what Biden's been used to see. See, I have a problem. I sound like Effie. I have a problem. See, Al Sharpton, he had a problem. He was not only an informant, he was also a lying hypocrite. And Kamala Harris, she had a problem. People didn't trust her, and they had a good reason not to. Just ask D.L. Hughley. Listen, guys, you can't act totally offended. You can't act like you don't gaslight people acting offended, over the top offended. Oh my God, clutching pearls. You're not even wearing pearls. You wearing pearls? You might be. Why would you want to pretend that you never heard this before? And by the way, guys, she was a kind of a garbage vice president as far as vice presidents go. I mean, all vice presidents. I mean, real talk, guys, aren't all vice presidents shit? Aren't they? Isn't being a vice president a shitty job? I mean, isn't it? What are we talking about?
President. I've known you a long time, and I know you have thick skin, but I'm not asking you as a person because I know you're used to that. But what does it do in your opinion?
Hold on now. What? Let me get this right. You're not asking her this as a person because you know she's used to that. Well, she's used to talking like a sailor, maybe? Something to go with the Chardonnay and the mimosas? Because every time I hear her talk, man, or on certain occasions, it seems like she's had a little bit of the bubbly. And I think sometimes that will loosen up the coils. Get the girls out. Bring all the dogs out the yard. I'm just saying, man, it just seems like what you're saying is that She ain't above cursing, and she ain't above cursing other mofos out, and she heard a couple words. You don't get to be 60, and now hear someone say, hey, that's some shit. That's all he said. He didn't even say, you are, he didn't go Samuel Jackson on that ass. He just said, hey, she was we gotta act like, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. It's so worse, it's the bird. We're so offended. That's crazy when the black people get to act like they are, I don't know. I mean, we had a lot of blue comedy. She listens to Steve Harvey. She is Steve Harvey. She did a tour with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, one of the kings of comedy. Their comedy is laced with foul language. D.L. Hughley curses a lot. Like, she act like she's above the word.
Into the standards we're setting for our young people all over the country when we're using this kind of locker room street talk about an opponent for president of the United States.
Man, it's like he teed the ball up. Al Sharpton is such a lame interviewer. First of all, Al Sharpton is not a very talented guy. I don't know why they chose him other than the fact he's a snitch. But he tees up this question. So obviously, like, we know where we want you to go with this. Is she going to kick the ball or are you just going to carry it and drop it through the uprights? I mean, it seems like she don't even got to shoot the shot. You're going to just have her do like this, take the ball and throw it in the hoop for and clap. Because this is wrong. And our children don't, am I wrong to say our children don't need to hear this? And Miss wrong to hear this, Miss Harris? Miss Harris, is it okay? This the guy black people got to call when a cop is putting foot up our ass. No wonder why we so far behind. That's another thing I want to bring out, guys. Black people have been stuck in such a precarious situation for so many years. Maybe it's time for new black people. Yeah, maybe it's time we switch up the blacks. Maybe it's time for Jesse and Al to sit it down. Maybe it's time we get new informants. New culpable people. We get rid of the CBC and the NBC and the CBS. These talking heads and these fake ass pastors who pretend, well, really, come on, guys, really, it's about picking up their bag and lying to the bunch of goofies that are dumb enough to believe in these people. It's time for a new day.
So the American people deserve so much better. That's how I come at it.
Why do we deserve better? AOC, I'm sorry. Kamala Harris. The American people deserve so much better. Why? What I don't understand. We good people? We good. I didn't know we were good. We got a lot of people that are like you. We got a lot of scumbags in America. I'm not so certain we deserve better. I think the fact that we keep on letting people like Al have a platform, that we ain't got his ass up out of there, kind of says we don't deserve better, man. We still got that. We still got people listening and thinking about voting for Kamala Harris. I don't even know where the hell that came from. We can't do nothing for you. Hey, let's just put black on the top of this shitty policy and pretend it's for black people. You can't do that. Oh, well, it wasn't for them anyway. I just put black on top there just to mess with them. You know, I'm just toying with them. I don't make policies for black people, guys. Just playing with the blacks. That happened, and y'all still support her. Y'all still behind her. Nah, man, I can't say we deserve better, man. If we deserve better, we'd have better. We would demand better. We would get rid of the garbage. When I say garbage, I mean Kamala Harris. I mean Al Sharpton. I mean the CBC. I mean all of them. I mean Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all of them. We would have already cleaned house. We can't say we deserve better if we still got these ghouls, goblins, creatures of the night still around us, selling us up the river. We still got these sellouts in the forefront.
And to your point, The President of the United States must set a standard, not only for our nation, but understanding the standard that we as a nation must set for the world.
Man, I don't think that I can listen to this for 4 years, let alone 8. I'm serious, man. It's gonna be people unaliving themselves at high levels, and they gotta listen. I ain't gonna hear that standard. And the American people gotta set a standard. She's falling asleep when she's talking this bullshit, and I think that we have to say that. Either she's way too awake or way too tired whenever she talks. America does not set a standard. We blow people up. We blow people up and we sell our people out. That's what the American people do. That's what America's known for. That's what we do. We exploit our people to benefit the 1% of our people that make the money. That's nothing to look up to. That's it.
You know, we as representing the United States of America walk into rooms around the world with the earned and self-appointed authority to talk.
Hey man, I gotta say, man, it feels to me like Kamala Harris came into this interview like, oh, Jesus Christ. She was kind of the same way when she interviewed with Roland. She was like, yeah, Roland. I don't know. What time we got? I'll be looking. 5 more minutes of this shit? Okay, go ahead. She just has an attitude of a tired drunk smoking a stogie, ready to get the hell up out. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't seem that way to you. She seems very disconnected, very, very much doing this as an exercise. Not because she wants to. Kamala does not respect black people. She doing what she thinks she gotta do so that when she loses, they can blame the black people. That's the reason why she's doing it. You don't get the game yet. Kamala knows she's gonna lose, but the game is go do this shit so you can pretend so we can blame the people when you lose. Because if you don't put forth any effort, you won't be able to blame anybody. You will try, but it won't be as effective. As it stands, we have dummies right now thinking, yeah, it's our fault. It's our fault if she loses because we didn't fight hard enough for her. She would have lost a primary against a cadaver. If Trump would have not have successfully avoided and they still had him on the ballot, he would have beat her anyway. You understand? Do you understand if that's even possible? Okay? That's how bad she is. She is not going to win. They already knew that. But they don't want to get rid of the blacks until they get the Latinos, Hispanics, the new number one minority up to speed with all the new arrivals that they brought in. Come on in, guys. Come on. Come on across the border. She imported people to replace your dumb ass. No, that's just a racist talk that the replace. No, it's called numbers. Where did 10 million people go? So stupid. Believe anything Democrats tell you. Kamala doesn't care. The whole play is for her to put up enough effort so that when she loses, she can blame you. But they did not want to lose black women because they might need them in 2026 to keep the house. That's all it's about, baby. You don't get it? Is this? All right. Let's keep going, Johnson, because we tripping.
Talk about the importance of democracy, rule of law, and have been thought of as a role model, imperfect though we may be, but a role model.
It looks like Al Sharpton's on like she don't really care about talking to me, do she? Look at Al. Al looks like He sees it. He knows what's going on. Al Sharpton right now, he's looking at her and he's like, she don't really give, I ain't nobody to her. She ain't even in the room with me. I mean, she's sitting right here, but she is somewhere else. I'm not even a person right now. She's like, no, you're not now. I'm really somewhere else. Let's be really clear. Yeah, man, it's checking boxes, baby. Checking boxes. They're setting up the narrative for the loss. I'm trying to tell you, they're setting up the narrative for the loss.
Of what it means to be committed to certain standards, including international rules and norms, but also standards of decorum. And what you see in my opponent, a former president of the United States, really is, it demeans the office. And I have said.
She's repeating the same thing. Look, yo, I mean, gosh, dog. Come on. She don't even give a damn to come up with a better word salad than that. She didn't even rinse the lettuce. She doesn't care enough to rinse the lettuce. She already spoke to Charlemagne, and she went on all the smoke. What else do these ninjas want from me? Somebody get my drink ready in the back, because I'm really tired of talking to black people are exhausted. That's what she's acting like. Well, I gotta talk to them. Who watches Al? It's not even like it's Anderson Cooper. It's Al Sharpton. Better off talking to Al Green. I'd rather talk to Al Gore. Maybe even Al B. Shore. Y'all delusional, man. You guys are delusional.
And I'm very clear about this. Donald Trump should never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
Oh, God! But he did. He should never stand behind the seal of the presidency. What about you? Seal of the presidency. You know, the seal of the presidency. You know what, guys? Let's be clear here, guys. Let's be really, really clear. Kamala Harris, you were never voted for. No one elected you to be in the White House. You were chosen by Joe Biden as a screw you to somebody else he was pissed off at the time. No one wanted you, and people still don't want you. You were never picked. You weren't picked to be nominee by the people. The people didn't vote for you. You were implanted. That's what happened. You were implanted by the Democratic Party in order to screw over black people and make black people like to appease black women so they didn't run away from the party all at once right behind all the black men that ran out. So, like, you cannot say Donald Trump XYZ about being president. Your ass should not even be in the White House. You are there because some white guy said, come on, Short, I take her. And from what I hear, Jill Biden don't even like your ass. Joe Biden didn't like you, and Jill Biden didn't like you. You are means to an end, and everybody like, what is this? This is all, folks, this is all a charade. Jill Biden and Joe Biden never forgave her for talking that smack on the debate stage back in 2019. They only chose her because it was politically expedient, because they knew it would manipulate black people. And look, it worked, but it's not working this time. It worked last time, but it ain't working this time. Once, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on, and that's what it is. So she can't sit there and talk down and talk about who should be president. She shouldn't have been vice president. She damn sure shouldn't be nominated, and she will not be president. Because there ain't no such thing as woman girl magic. Well, Indian girl, Jamaican magic. Almost there.
He has not earned the right. He's not earned the right.
She said he hasn't earned the right. Folks, See what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? She said he didn't earn the right. No, he did earn the right. You didn't earn the right. You did not earn the right. You literally did not earn the right. You didn't earn anything. You like this. Give it to me, baby. Give me corduroys. Get what I'm saying? You did not earn the right to be the nominee of the Democratic Party. He earned the right to be the Republican nominee. He earned, you did not. Do you even hear you when you speak? What's going on in that head, sister, when you talk? Do you listen to you? I know if I was one of her people that like handlers or one of her advisors, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, on a cracker. What is wrong with this sister? Does she get in? She understands these are words we want to stay away from, words of earn and prove and you know, White House, like, we don't want to talk like this because we've done nothing. We have not earned that spot. It was given. No one voted for you, Kamala.